It's amazing to believe that these two coconut seedlings are pretty much trees now. These were only planted 3 years ago, right at 3 years ago. If you've been following the series from the very beginning, you know, on Bahakubo Island here, Bahakubo Island, we established this as my office to look over at the built Villa Feliz over here. What's incredible to see in 3 years where we are on growth of these coconut trees. I was just noticing that this morning. Well, that's not what today's episode is about. Today's episode is a favor episode. When I say favor episode, occasionally one of you subscribers who are interested in purchasing a property here in our little subdivision, they put in a request to have a walkabout and an analysis, a detailed analysis of a specific lot that they are interested in. And that's what we're going to do this morning. One of the subscribers would like to know the dimensions of a specific lot, and occasionally what I do a drone overview shot of it as well. And that's what we will do again today, especially since we are in quarantine where the subscriber can't come over here and physically look or touch the piece of property. And I will get a call or a message or an email from the subscriber and the agent who I usually refer them to, and they will say, can you help us out? Tell us what you think about this lot. And that's what we're going to do this morning. That's a long enough intro, so let's go ahead and get this morning started. Now, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. He knows I'm walking down the street and he wants to go for a walk. We'll go for a walk in just a little bit, hop on. Anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to go down the street and we're going to take a look at this lot. And I have my handy dandy tape measure, a little 5-meter tape measure here. And what I'll do, if I can find, I will take you for a walk in a little bit. You have to be patient. He's not very patient. In a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll walk right down the street. It's 2 blocks away from our lot here that we built Villa Feliz on. We'll take the tape measure. If we can find the survey markers out there, I'll do an accurate measurement. And what we'll do, I will, as a courtesy to the person who's interested in the lot, I will show them first. I'll give them a private link, take a look at it, and then after they've had a chance to digest the information that I give to them and speak with the realtor, the licensed realtor that we have here in our subdivision, then what I'll do is I'll put it public and all you can see the lot thereafter. So you're probably seeing it thereafter, which is probably going to be a couple of days down the road from now. So anyway, let's go ahead and go down and take a look at the lot. Now for reference, Villa Feliz is right up there on the top of the hill. We have really high elevation. Then the elevation kind of drops down here. Then it goes back up again to another very high elevation back here. The block that we are on, that is block 15. I believe this is block 14. And then the very next block after this that has many lots, maybe about 18, 19, 20 lots, is going to be block 13. And block 13 is where we are going to stop and do our analysis. We are going to block 13, lot 18 today. Now I've walked just a little bit further down. We came from that area. We came from our block 15. This is block 14. This is the block we're going to be looking at right here. This is block 13. That's a jackfruit tree right there. You should have seen the huge fruit on this earlier this year. I think it was just harvested about a month ago. So anyway, we're going to move just a little bit. So it's not this lot on this side that we're looking at. What we're going to do, we're going to look for a marker that's sort of in the middle, in between this side of block 13 and on the north side of block 13. And it's the property itself is right here somewhere, and it is on the west side of block 13. Okay, well, here it is. Now the specific lot that we're looking at starts right here at this marker. You see this little survey marker right here, the little concrete down the ground with this piece of rebar out here. This identifies the southernmost side of lot 18. Block 13, lot 18. This is what we're on right here. I know it has a lot of growth right here, but it's not too bad. I think this was actually cut maybe about 2 weeks ago, but with all the rain that we've had, you can see, and the ground here, the ground is so very fertile. Things grow very quickly, so if you have a garden that you want to get in established, it will grow very quick. So anyway, it's going from here, and I can see the other marker. I can see the other marker over there, and I should be able to walk through this field. The grass isn't too high. Maybe we'll be able to do a physical measurement. So from here to right about there, that defines the southern side of this lot. And let's go find the other one before we do the other marker, before we actually do a physical measurement with the tape measure. And I can see it from here. So the other marker is right over here. You see the little concrete right here, right, concrete, and the little piece of rebar right here sticking out of the ground. Now I can't see, but I know it's somewhere straight back here around to the side of this huge elevated tree over here. It looks like, oh wow, I don't know how it got up that high up there. Anyway, so it's right over here. Oh, look at a huge bird over there. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do, since we already know where the markers are for here and there, let me get the tape measure out, and what I'll do is I will do a physical measurement of the front of this property. So from the north section on the street side to the marker here on the south side of the street side, we have 35 meters. Now that includes this little curve right here, so you will probably lose maybe 1.5 meter of the exact length of the, if you were to go perfectly straight without any curves, but you have street connection, you have 35 meters for your frontage is what you have right here. So what I'll do, I'm going to do one more measurement. I'm only going to do one side. It'll give us a rough estimate, which should closely equate to the 897 square meters. I don't know if I mentioned that at the very beginning, but this is a huge lot. It's almost 900 square meters. It is 897 square meters total for this property. Now, so from this marker on the street all the way to the other marker for the depth of the lot, I'm going to say it's right around 35 meters as well, linear. I can't guarantee that is exactly right, because sometimes I had to take my eyes off of the ground. I want to make sure I don't step on a snake or anything out here. You never know with all this growth like this. So anyway, I was able to measure, I believe it's, what did they say? I think the other one I said was 35, and this is 35. Now the corner of that portion right there, I walked over there. I went underneath the tree. I never knew. I've been here for 3 years. I never knew what kind of tree that was. That's a mango tree. There's mangoes dropping all around it, and up inside that tree, up in that huge tree. That huge tree has so many mangoes. I never knew that. I learn something every day, and that's one good thing about doing these little site reviews for people. I get to learn a little bit of new things about some of these lots. But that's what I was talking about when I said why we did not plant a native mango tree in our backyard. Why we went with the dwarf variety, because one mango tree that size would take up the entire back lot. One tree for the back of ViLTROX instead of the 30 plus little small citrus dwarf trees that we have back there right now. Anyway, so that's it. That is the dimensions here. What I will do, I will go back to ViLTROX, grab my drone. We'll do a quick drone overview of this property right here, and we'll look at it from the sky. Now, one quick thing I want to show you before I go back and get the drone is what it looks like for all the connecting lots. So if you're in the front of this lot right here, this is what it looks like around you. Now, I got to tell you, this is a really good lot. And why do I think it's a really good lot? Let me put something inside your mind. Now, can you imagine being that this portion of the lot protrudes out, which means the the topography or the landscaping for the front. Your front of house would logically be facing this way. Can you imagine if you had your house in the center of this 897 square meter lot right here, with something like a very nice wraparound porch on the very front of it? And this section right here, since it sticks out, this would be a natural, very nice landscaping area for your front yard. Can you imagine sitting there on your front porch in the evening time as the sun sets in the west of here, and Mount Muckluck, the mountain, is over on the other side over there? Can you just imagine what beautiful, beautiful sunsets you will be able to see from the front porch of your house right here? Okay, well, let's go grab our mango, head back to the house, get the drone, and we'll do a quick drone overflight. still waiting for me? I think he wants to go for a walk. Well, anyway, that's about it for today's episode. Today's episode was primarily to show one of the properties that one of you are interested in. Now, I do this from time to time as a favor to the developer to try to get good people into the subdivision. I want great neighbors, and if you are a subscriber to the channel, I know you will make a great neighbor, because we're a very conservative channel here, and everybody there for the qualifications to come inside the Philippines and purchase is really, in my mind, is two qualifications: the legal qualification and is sort of a moral and ethical qualification. The legal qualification is you have to pretty much be a Filipino or former Filipino-born citizen here in the Philippines to own property. And normally what happens is somebody's married to a Philippine citizen or a balikbayan, somebody who is naturalized in another country, but it still gives them the opportunity to buy property in here. Now, there are other ways for foreigners to own property in the Philippines, but it mainly has to do with corporations and businesses, and we're not even going to get into that. But the main thing is to be able to purchase property, you have to have some type of Filipino heritage to be able to purchase. And the other qualification that I was saying that has more to do with moral and ethical is you have to be a kind person. In my mind, if you're going to be my neighbor, I hope that you're going to be a very kind and helpful person, and generous, and think about others and not just of yourself, because that's pretty much what we try to do here ourselves as well, working with the community, working with the Rotary Club, working on the board of directors, doing the Christmas things that we do with the barangay, all these different things, the charities that we try to support and help get off the ground. So anyway, we know that most of the people that come to My PI Dream to watch these videos, they are very kind-hearted, and you are the kind of people we want as neighbors here in our community. Well, that's enough about that. I'm going to close for today. If you have any more if you need any more information regarding that lot or any other lot around here, just contact me at mypidream@gmail.com. And what I will do, I will connect you with the authorized licensed sales agent for this area right here, and they can give you information about availability, pricing, promos, and the qualification, and also assist you where a lot of other places do not assist you with all the paper and the documentation, everything you need to be successful in making your purchase of it here. The one that we have selected here, he does all of that, and he works in tandem with me. As a matter of fact, he was the person who sold us our lot here at Villa Feliz. So anyway, again, thank you very much for watching today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed, and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, be safe, have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right, and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.